We're going to try to predict which perks were changed before we look at them, just for the sake of surprise. And then I'll give them my gut take. Obviously, it's not going to be 100% accurate. It never is. I would say going back to the original perk releases, I would say that I was about 75-80% accurate off of my gut reaction with the initial perks. And I'd imagine that accuracy is going to be about the same right now. So I'd say my takes will be, I think, relatively accurate, or at least consistent moving forward. But I would say it's not going to be perfect. So, not all of them are highlighted correctly. Okay, good to know. Honestly, okay, so first responses are going to be, this is for noobs that can't shoot dynamite. But this actually changes how you use dynamite. Because what this means is you can actually use dynamite, like let's say you could throw it in a room and walk away from the room and detonate it manually, as opposed to on a timer. You get what I'm saying? It's weird. I think it's going to be one of those perks that your mileage may vary with it. It's going to make you a lot better, I think, up close, because you're just going to be able to just throw it and manually detonate it while actually being able to aim properly, so you won't have to compromise your aim to detonate it. It's weird. It's weird. I could see this being a little bit easier to use, but it also could open up a lot of different uses for dynamite, which might be kind of cool. It's a unique idea. It just changes how you use dynamite. That's all. You're not going to use dynamite the same way. The crucial thing is that you can't detonate it immediately. So you use dynamite and there's a 0.5 second delay. So you're still going to have to predict when you want it to dynamite. It's not immediate. It's a 0.5 second delay, which is decent. Yeah, interesting. We'll have to kind of wait and see how this one works out, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Bastion? Man, what would they refresh? It has to be the nade perk, right? It has to be the nade perk. I think the nade perk is really good in concept, but every time I pick it, I was talking about this not too long ago, it just feels so underwhelming. Like, it doesn't really give you that much more verticality, and the self-damage is annoying, but it's not the worst. I feel the ult perk just is so much more consistent at playmaking. I wish the nade perk was just added to his base kit. I don't find it that interesting. It's not as useful as I thought it would be. So that's the one I'm predicting getting changed. Yes, refresh the cooldown of tactical grenade when changing configurations. That's actually quite good. That's pretty good. Grenade is so freaking important for Bastion. It's so important for Bastion in winning 1v1s. That's really good. I think this is going to be probably slightly better than artillery in most situations. Which is actually, I wonder if it's too strong. Like, is it just going to be better than artillery in most situations? Because I think this should be still used in certain situations. Like, I guess maybe certain comps it's still good, but yeah, this is freaking amazing. This is amazing. This is a buff for sure. Huge buff. Cassidy. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. Everything sucks. Like, literally everything sucks, with maybe the exception of the fan perk, which I guess I don't like that much, but I can guess that some people like it. I don't know. Like, his whole perk set sucks, so you might as well try something. Bang Bang on Miner. Now, wait a second. Wasn't it 30% reduced damage? Wasn't it 30% reduced damage? Did they nerf the damage more? Frick. You guys can't see it. I'll try to put it above my face. Okay, so they nerfed the damage further. Oh, it is. Okay, so it's lower to 40%. Okay, so it's a little bit nerfed. I think even with a little bit nerfed, I still think it's probably... Okay, if it's a little bit nerfed, maybe it's... I don't know. I still think you're picking Bang Bang, I think. I still think you're picking Bang Bang. And they moved Gunslinging to Major. Well, no, it was Major. Okay, so they got rid of the fan perk. That's good. And then they nerfed Bang Bang by a little bit. Yeah, ignore the new. I'm not even looking at the new right now. I'm using my eyeballs, right? Yeah, ignore the new thing. Silver Bullet's the new one. Peacekeeper's secondary fire, so fan, is replaced with a piercing shot that inflicts bleeding. Combat and Deadeye reset its cooldown. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna have to try that one. Hey man, at least they're more thoughtful. I mean, gunslinging's probably still not that great. I still don't, but was it 3 seconds or 2 seconds prior? Is gunslinging the same? Yeah, it's different. Okay, it was the same. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Not bad. This is pretty good so far. Like I understand the typical disclaimer, power creep. You know, yes, we're always gonna have, every new patch is gonna feel the same. You know what I'm saying? But I don't hate anything so far, right? Yeah, it's interesting. Good job. Okay, Genji, probably acrobatics, probably the bleed on dash. I'm going to feel so freaking validated when the dash damage perk gets removed here. If it does, I'm going to feel very stupid if I don't. I'm willing to gamble a little bit here, though, because I think it's such a freaking overrated perk, and I just don't think it's good. Dang it! Oh, no, it is. It got replaced. Frick you. Frick you. I knew it. They changed it. They changed it. Frick you. I knew it. I knew it. Frick you guys. Every Grandmaster Genji main can get the frick out of my lobby, man. Okay. Quick melee reduces the cooldown of swift strike. Whoa! Ooh! Whoa! And then they actually made blade twisting good. They actually made blade twisting good. Because now it's not, you don't need to confirm an elimination. It's 25 additional damage over time, which is not great, but it's if the enemy is below half health. That's worth experimenting with, certainly. But yeah, these are both definitely like this. The blade twisting change is a much better perk than it was before. The old miner was like, I think, a double jump reset on wall climb, I think. Holy crap, dude. Swift cuts is going to be nuts, so. But honestly, Dragon's Thirst is still a really pretty solid perk. So giving that up, it's going to be, you're going to have to make a choice, man. Like, I think Swift Cut's probably going to be better. Anything that's more consistently available as long as it's good. But, you know, Genji, I think all perks are pretty decent now. Yeah. I think all of these are good. Interesting. Okay, cool. Shoot, man, this is not bad. This is a pretty interesting start so far. Freja. Has to be the crit perk. Honestly, everything but Freya's updraft perk probably should be replaced. I don't know. The other major one isn't too bad, but both of her miners I think are too OP and or cringe. They're just so freaking strong. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. They removed it entirely. Nice. Direct hits with take aim reveal enemies to Freya for 3 seconds. So it's like yeah, it's a nerfed version. It's a nerfed version. It's still really good, but it's a nerfed version. Yep, for sure. Because the reason why it was so strong is if you hit one shot, you have Peeker's advantage until that person gets healed, which is going to be a lot longer than 3 seconds. It's still a good perk. It still gives her Peeker's advantage, but less consistently. Quick dash distance is increased by 20%. I actually like this perk as well, because quick dash as a defensive cooldown is pretty weak. But if you're playing into like hard dive, this is going to be a pretty decent perk, right? I don't know if you'd still choose it over Hunter's Instinct, but it's not bad. It's boring, but it is situationally quite useful. And in a way that Freya doesn't really have. Like, Freya doesn't really have. Dash is not a great defensive cooldown, and maybe now it will be. I don't know. I'm surprised they removed aerial recovery. Maybe it was for the dash spam was too strong with updraft. Interesting. After using updraft, heal for 30 health per second until Freya touches the ground. Yeah, it's okay. It's interesting. Yeah, these are okay. These are okay. Maybe it was too strong. Maybe it was just too strong. Maybe now they can actually nerf updraft down. I don't know. Maybe it's too good. They're trying to nerf the efficacy of just AFK bolt spamming and winning every duel, essentially. But yeah, this is going to noticeably nerf her bolt spam, for sure. It's not as easy to hold space with aerial recovery as it used to be because your scope and slow down time effect has been significantly nerfed. So we'll see. Echo. I mean, we've already seen Echo, right? It's the focus beam, range increase, movement speed, duplicate starts. You've seen all of these. The only thing is that we said that full salvo does full. I already given my reaction to this. It's fine. It's interesting. We'll have to see it. It might be a little bit overtuned, but we'll see. Hanzo. Scatterperk's cheeks. Scatterperk has to be... I don't know, man. There's so many things that are weird with Hanzo. They're all bad. I'm glad they kept the Sonic Arrow one. 30 seconds is still kind of long, but yeah. Arrow hits reduce the cooldown of lunge by up to 1 second. I like that one better. Honestly. They increase the attack speed by 1 second, which is sure. On first ricochet, Storm Arrow is split into 5 shots, dealing 30% damage and bounce 1 extra time. Okay. So it's just a better version of the current perk that he has now. Yeah, this is fine. This is better. It's better. Yeah, so it's better. It's definitely stronger, so your opinions of it may vary, but yeah, it's better. Junkrat, I think we've already seen. We've already talked about Junkrat with Season 18. TLDR it's interesting. Mine recycling is definitely going to be quite strong. Bon Voyage, I'm not so sure. We'll see. It might be a good tank smashing thing, but it probably won't be very good in duels. But it depends, because it's after launching yourself with concussive mine. So we would have to see. It's going to be something that you're going to need to experiment with first, I think, before I give my firm opinion. Yeah, the trap perk was dumb. Trap perk was dumb. Okay, Mei, we already saw in the trailer, but all of Mei perks kind of need to go. So let's see here. All right. Allies within Blizzard get it. Dude, they did it! They did it! They did it! They did it! They did both of them. They did both. Okay, so you could still freeze people, which, okay, but both, these were my ideas, guys. We're halfway there. Double jumping creates a small ice pillar that launches Mei into the air. Cool. 2 out of 4. My adjustments with Cryostorm were a little bit more specific. I actually kind of like the idea of Cryostorm, but I think it needs to be I don't know if its burst damage is too OP. Maybe like a burst on entry and a burst on exit. But basically my thought is that you shouldn't be getting free damage while you're sitting AFK in Ice Block. There needs to be an opportunity cost of you trying to time the exit of the Ice Block, right? If that makes sense. But that one, you'd have to cook. But the skating rink was perfect. I actually nerfed Blizzard more with that, but dude, this is so good. That's gonna be really cool what you could do with Blizzard now. Yeah, cool stuff. Nice, cool. We did it, guys. I love the experiment. All right, so far so good. Sojourn double slide maybe? I don't know. I think our ult perk needs to get nerfed. Okay, so here's the awkward thing. Okay, if they nerf her ult perk, Sojourn's gonna be a lot weaker at the highest ranks. I don't know. But it's such a dumb perk, man. Like, her ult perk is one of the strongest minor perks in the entire game. Double slide, maybe. I don't know. Oh, okay, so they kept the overcharge. Okay. Enemies by disruptor shot is slowed by 25%, while sliding power slide generates with 50 energy. Sure. Yeah, these. Yeah. They got rid of the sticky disruptor shot, and now they gave it the slow instead. Yeah, I just don't see any situation where you take this deceleration field. Overcharge is just way too good. It's like imagine if they gave Genji's blade 40-50% more damage to where it changed breakpoints to where you could 2-slash without even dash, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe even more, and also allowed him to keep his lifesteal. That's basically what overcharged is. For those of you guys that don't know, it's a one shot. It's a one shot. It's just way too important of a breakpoint to not pick it ever. It's so unbelievably strong, even though it's only on an ultimate. It basically increases the value of your ultimate by 50%. It's also just shooting tank. It's just infinitely better, So, yeah, they got rid of the ammo perk. I mean, the ammo perk was dumb. The ammo perk was really crappy. So, I mean, that's fine. So, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And it will never be not the choice unless they completely break the other perk. Because this perk is fine. It's not bad. It adds a little bit of dynamics of how you use perk, like you used to be able to use Disruptor Shot. But yeah, you're never going to pick it. So, yeah. It's the fact that they desperately needed to do something with Overcharged. Not because Sojourn's necessarily broken in lower mid ranks at all. It's just that it's too good in highest ranks, and you're never not going to pick it. There is no real choice here. Reaper. Has to be the Souls one, right? Souls one? Most likely? Wait, they kept the Souls one? Wait, Shadows blink. Shadows helps cast on and cooldown 25% faster, but the range is reduced. Okay, interesting. They didn't make it better. They changed it. They made you make a choice, but it's more of a blink instead of a... I mean, I don't hate it. The only reason I'm negative here is because Soul Reaving desperately needed to be changed here. Yeah, it's just Shadow Blink. That's it. I'm so surprised that Soul Reaving didn't get a rework, bro. I'm so surprised. I wouldn't even... Okay, you ready for this one? Just do Shadow Blink again, but different. Cast time... or the range of Shadow Step is increased by 30 or 40% or 50%, right? And it has the same time and cooldown. So it's maybe it'd be too visually confusing. You might mess up and choose the wrong one, but I don't get the 50 health and the limb stuff at all. Pharah? Maybe it's her flight perk. I don't know. Pharah's perks are pretty good. Oh, it's the suck. It's the suck perk. Maybe it's just too good. Okay. Concussive Blast reveals targets to Pharah for 3 seconds. The next direct rocket arm transport. So it's an assassin one? Ugh. I don't know. Iffy. I don't know. We'll see. This is definitely one of those changes for the sake of changes one, but we'll have to wait and see. I think Pharah perk set was good, Pull might have been too strong. That's what I was thinking, Chicken. So it basically places a debuff on you for 30% extra direct hit on... Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. I don't know. Interesting. Soldier 76 has to be the Helix ammo, or at least the way that works, and or the anti-nade one. Not the actual anti-nade one, but you get what I'm saying. Wait, really? They nerfed Biotic Field? I think that perk was actually underrated. I think that one was okay, because it applied to you, but okay, sure. This hopefully gives you over ammo, but whatever. Helix Rocket's cooldown is reduced by 80% during Tactical Fighter. Whoa. Interesting. I don't know. Sure, whatever. Just lots of bam, 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 bam. I don't know. They actually gave him a stim pack. Like they just, okay, so they gave him a stim pack. It heals you for less, but you can use it on the move, and you get an attack speed. They gave him a real stim pack. So now there's a real choice. Yeah, this one's an actual upgrade now. In any map where you don't have to go for crazy rotations, I mean, you probably shouldn't be playing Soldier, yes, but if you're a Soldier OTP and you're playing on a sniper map or you're not rotating a whole lot, Stim Pack is going to be objectively better. Now, you're probably going to take Agility Training on most maps, especially maps where Soldier's good, but I don't think it's that clear anymore. It replaces Field as a thing? I know, I don't care. It's better. You actually heal yourself and you get 20% attack speed for 5 seconds. That's pretty darn good. That's just going to output, you're going to output a lot more damage. Yeah, this is what we wanted out of Stim Pack. Like, this is what we've been waiting for like 3 years. I've been asking for this. Not the damage boost specifically, but being able to use a smaller heal on the move. That's not an unreasonable thing to ask. And here we are. It's good. I think Agility Training is still really good. Reload on the move, 20% is very nice, but now there's an actual choice now. Sombra. Now, I saw Questron say that one of his buddies was asking Aaron Keller at the Gamescon, and he said that they're working on a Sombra rework, but they're really, really putting a lot of time into it because they want it to be like a one-and-done thing. I'm not expecting a lot out of the perk changes here. It just kind of like leave it, maybe just tweak some of the worst ones. I hope that they change the other minor or maybe the virus spread. Like, I don't know. I think Control of Escape is great, though. Just don't take that one away. Yes, that one's good. Viral Application stays. Hacky Packy, Hacked Health. Oh, they took away White Hat. That's sad. It wasn't that good, but it was a cool idea. Hacked Health Packs provided a 50 over. Whoa! Whoa. Must pick, maybe? Must pick. So Viral Replication is not terrible. It's just very inconsistent in terms of value with the way Sombra plays. This is freaking good. It depends on how long the overhealth lasts, I guess. I would probably say that Hacky Packy, my gut instinct says 80%, 90% pick rate, I think. Really, really good. Okay, encrypted upload. Hack can be used while invisible. We've already seen this. Okay, so they changed Hacky Packy. I think Control Alt Escape Hacky Packy is the combo to go for now. Symmetra. Probably change the turret perk. I don't know. Like, I'm a little scared here. They didn't. Wait, they removed the TP range entirely? Whoa! They just got rid of it. It's gone. I'm surprised. I don't necessarily agree with that change. I wouldn't have minded a slight slap on the wrist, but that's more of a pro play thing. That doesn't really affect rank that much. Increase the range of photon projectors' primary fire by 20%. Okay, sure. Whatever. Teleporter gains the option to create a forward moving barrier instead. Pressing E again slows down the barrier's movement. Oh, weird. Okay. That's the old school Symmetra barrier, for those that remember it. It is not Sigma's barrier. No. It moves at a steady pace, and you can slow it down. The biggest way to describe it would be more like Juno's ult, but a shield. But you can actually slow down how fast Juno's ultimate's moving, you know? In terms of it's moving directly and steadily, and yeah. I'm curious to see how hovering barrier works, because this might be a nerf to angle sim, for sure. Because of the TP range nerf. And neither of these are super good, but we'll see. We'll see. Venture. We've already seen the Venture ones, right? Yeah, we've seen the Venture ones. I'm going to say it right now. Read my lips. Smart Extender is going to get nerfed within 2 or 3 weeks. We'll say 4 weeks. Max 4 weeks. Smart Extender is going to get nerfed. Promise you. I will strip naked and run down the street screaming if it doesn't. Not out of, losing the bet, but out of sheer rage. I don't mind the burrow distance. I think it's interesting, but I do think Smart Extender is completely unnecessary. I would just honestly remove it entirely. Venture does not need range. Venture, at least not to this level. No, Venture already has plenty of mobility. You don't need that. Tracer, pulse bomb radius, and then the other recall perk, right? Melee hits grant 20 ammo. That's gonna be so freaking good at higher levels. You're gonna never reload. You could trigger discipline, blink 180 melee spam yourself to never reloading in a 1v1. Blink packs is quite good. Kinetic reload, if you're good enough, might just be better. Okay, so we got some real competition here with the miners. Flashback is the same. Quantum Entanglement is the same as well. So you're never gonna choose Quantum Entanglement still, but miners are there's actual competition here. Actual competition for the miners. Major is still the same, but yeah. That's good. I'm glad that they lean into the melees. That's another feedback that we had. That's literally one of our suggestions for Tracer, if I remember correctly, was melee ammo. If it wasn't mine, it was one of y'all's that I liked and I put in the list. Yeah, good stuff. Love that. Torbjorn. Probably both of his minor perks. His majors are, one of his majors is good. The other major is kind of meh, but at least it has flavor, has personality. So probably his minors. Move 20% faster. Hammer time. Move 20% faster while Forge Hammer is equipped. You know what? All right, fine. At least it's fun. Yeah, go for it. Sure. I don't know why you would ever pick it, but yeah. Yeah, okay. No, of course I know why you would pick it. Of course. This is stupid. Why would you pick it? Why would you pick it, chat? Why would you pick it? Yeah. Freaking rotate. You can literally rotate or disengage or take... It's rotations, you know? Yeah. You just rotate to your hammer when you're rotating, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Okay. It's kind of silly, but... Okay. All right. Yeah. Whatever. Cool. I mean, fully loaded is not that great, right? So it's not like there's like some crazy competition here, you know? Both the Widow miners are kind of lame. I think our majors are okay, though. Let's see what they do. Scope shots cost 3 ammo. Scope shots charge 100% faster for 2 seconds after using grappling hook. Oh, man. Grappling shots are going to be crazy. Oh, they changed the Venomine one. So escape plan's the same. This is, again, bugged. Or basically the same. Look at Secret Mine. Venomine now fires poison darts at enemies within 10 meters and remains active after triggered. Ha! What the frick? All right, we got that one's going to be good. We'll have to try that one out. Ana, I mean, we already saw the Ana perks. So, yeah. Very good. Bap? I mean, they need to buff the attack speed one again. It's not quite good enough because the lunge, but not by a ton, but by a little bit more, I think. It's close. I don't know. Bap perks aren't too bad. Let's see. Hitting an entire 3-round burst reloads a healing projectile. Healing projectile direct hits reload 3 primary fire ammo. Oh, okay. So just basically allows weaving to be better. Weaving's better. So if you weave, you get rewarded. You don't weave, you get fricked. Automated healing. Using any ability triggers Baptiste's shoulder turret, periodically firing up to 3 shots at allies, each restoring 25 health. Makes him a lot better at range support. Sure. Did Assault Burst get buffed, or is that the same? Does anybody know? But yeah, they removed the ult perk, which was the least interesting of the perks. And the lamp heal as well, which I think was also very uninteresting. It's the same? Okay. Yeah, interesting. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's interesting. The reason why I like automated healing better than the lamp perk is it's not so selfishly focused in terms of like what's directly at your feet. It allows you a little bit more range with what you're doing. Juno. Dude, Juno's perks aren't bad. Maybe the torpedoes on the allies is a little bit dull. Oh man, they got rid of the double jump reset one. I think that one was hard to use, but I don't think it was bad. I think that one was much better than the Genji one. So they moved I feel like locked on is just going to be 100% pick rate, right? Like even just 1 second, you're talking about 2 or 3 seconds consistently reduced off of torpedoes for the most part. That's going to be pretty darn good. So I guess that was replaced by liftoff, which means triple jump. While glide boost is active, Meta Blaster fires continuously. I don't understand that one at all. I don't understand. Does it not use ammo? Does it just fire for you? Do you manually control it after? That just feels awkward, no? Oh, full auto. Just... Oh, okay. Okay, I guess. There's a situation now where you use Glide Boost more offensively now instead of just rotations away. Yeah, no more headshots is definitely a loss for sure. Interesting. We'll see. I don't hate it. It's a side grade, probably. I don't think it's an upgrade, but we'll have to wait and see. Heal dump. That's true. Also defensively as well. That's a lot of healing. It feels like a significant amount of healing output, right? Seriously, think about it. If you go full, you press Glide Boost, and you're just doing 70, 80% more single target healing, well, you'll have to reload faster, no? We'll have to wait and see. Could be really bad in terms of what it does for the game, so we will wait and see. Probably the pylon change for Illari. I think all of her other perks are pretty cool. Really? They kept rapid construction? It's so... blech. I guess they got rid of the resource one. So that's okay. That would be the second worst one. Pressing primary fire while using your healing beam to consume all energy. Healing allies in front of Illari. So it's basically just a big AoE. So just basically blow all your healing for AoE. Okay, sure. I guess we can try it. And so the amount that you heal depends on how much resources you have. Okay, I mean, sure. Brigitte. Keep the bash whips move speed. Keep the whip shot. Let's see what they do with that. Okay, they kept the good perks, but they changed them. Melee attacks reduce the cooldown of repair back by 0.5 seconds. Wow! Whoa! 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 Wop! 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 That's quite strong. But they did reduce the burst heal one, which was the one I didn't like. So sure, that's probably quite strong. Yeah. You get a couple of 2 or 3 shots. I mean, it's not going to be unbelievably broken, but it's going to be quite strong, I think. Shield Bash grants movement speed for 2 seconds. Inspire's healing is instant when activated by Shield Bash. What does that mean? What does Inspire healing is instant? I don't understand. Oh, so it's just 60 health. It just does all the Inspire at once. Wow, that changes a lot of stuff. It's kind of... it could be really strong, but it's also going to change stuff, because part of the value of bashing is that you give yourself a healing buff. That could be really clunky. It could be really OP or really clunky. You guys ready for a hot take? This is complete. I think this is unnecessary. I know it. They try to juice it up a little bit because they wanted to move it to major, which I think is fine. Like, Inspiring Strike versus Whiplash definitely feels like a playstyle choice of, like, you're either rotating a lot or you're playing in small rooms. I get it, yeah. I think they belong competing with each other. But I think, honestly, the shield HP restoration, or if you want to increase the movement speed to 3 seconds, you don't need this. I don't agree with the second half there, but we'll have to wait and see. The way I look at it is combat. I mean, Inspiring Strike with the movement speed was always good. That was one of our ideas. And I like that we have Inspiring Strike and Whiplash competing for each other. I think that's a good, probably a pretty good design choice in terms of like when you'd pick which one. I'm just curious about their efforts to kind of make it be a proper major perk and whether that's unnecessary. If they could have just done more with what it already had. Because I think the shield HP restoration was also like fine. It was fine. I honestly just think the double TP perk was the only one that needs replaced. The other ones are okay. Healing projectile speed. Yep. The minors are the same. Yes, they changed it. Swift Step grants Kiriko 40% increased attack and reload speed for 2 seconds. Okay. So that rewards you for going in aggressively and or allows you to do stuff afterwards. Oh, so from the game's gone. Okay. So they got rid of double TP. Nice. They got rid of double TP. Thank goodness. It's ridiculous that a character has a get out of jail free card, which is, you know, that's part of the character design, the teleport. You know, say what you will about the design of that. It's balanced. It's fine. It's not fun. But the fact that they can then do that again is just, it's not right. It's not right. Foxtrot Protection Susu grants allies 100% increased cooldown recovery and 30% increased movement speed for 3 seconds. That's nutso. Keep an eye on this sucker right here. I like the idea of Foxtrot, but they really giga-buffed it. I don't know if they needed to giga-buff it that much, especially considering they removed the most powerful perk, arguably one of the most powerful perks in the game. Foxtrot was never bad. It just was bad in comparison to its competition. But holy frick, that's insane. I don't know if it will be enough to remove the fact... Like, the problem with all this is that Suzu still is a long cooldown and still is primarily a defensive cleanse. I would love if they did some tweaks to Suzu and made it a little bit like, didn't make it intangible, didn't make you invulnerable during Suzu, and then did this. It's overtuned, maybe, but honestly, this is a better version of overtuned than double TP, honestly. Weaver. Yeah, keep an eye on that one for pro play. Keep an eye on that one for pro play. Same thing with the Ana perk. Weaver has to be the cleanse and the weave. Man, they kept the cleanse. 4 seconds just isn't enough. It's just not enough. And at least they moved life weaving to the other minor. But I think they were too conservative. 20 healing to your next healing blossom is not a lot. I don't know. I think life weaving is a cool idea, but it just 20 healing by burning your dash cooldown just is not worth it ever. It just isn't. 20 healing. I'm not a healing creep guy, but it just isn't good. I guess you just end up using cleansing grasp because the other one's cheeks. I don't know, man. It's just terrible. 20 healing. This is before we even factor in the DPS passive. You know, it's a minor now, but it's garbage. They removed the 10 healing per second, which is good. Allies gain 25% attack speed while staying on a raised platform. Cool. Nice. Probably not enough to choose over Super Bloom most of the time, but it raises some questions. Does Lucio need anything? Maybe his aura range? Aura radius? I don't know. Amp It Up is active during sound barrier. What was the other one, chat? Oh, boop distance. Right. So they removed boop distance and they removed aura. Okay, but they kept crossfade range. They just made it stronger? They got rid of boop perk, though. Wow, okay. That's a surprise. Sure. Wall riding empowers your next sound wave, so that's your boop. Increasing its knockback by 25% and its damage by... Oh, so they basically kept it. They basically kept it. But you have to wall ride a certain amount of time. How much was the knockback distance? Was it 15%? 15%? It's now 25% if you wall ride. And now also you do more damage? Yeah, the reason why amp it up during active sound barrier is so strong is because the amp duration is a lot longer during sound barrier. It's like 7 seconds or something like that, as opposed to like 3 seconds. So... yeah, this is good. This is going to be some real competition here. Wuyang, I don't think there's anything new, right? It's all new. We've already talked about Wuyang. Moira. I think we already saw Moira, right? We saw Moira already in the perk things. It's whatever. Mercy. Ooh. Flash heal probably stays. Res perk maybe stays. I don't know. Maybe the GA range is gone. Or the... what's the other one? The beam chain? I don't think Mercy's perks are that bad. Maybe they're not super fun, but... increases Mercy's travel speed by 15% after canceling Guardian Angel. That's cool. Flash heal can be used in Caduceus' staff to restore 50 health, tripled on allies below half health. Okay, wow. Yeah, we saw the Bappin on it, yeah. Okay, cool. Divine Momentum is worth toying with. Zen? Jeez, I don't even know where to start with Zen. Float probably stays. Right click probably stays. Kick probably goes. Harmony 1 probably goes as well. Hey! While using Transcendence, apply Discord to help the enemies within range. That is going to be quite strong. I would have preferred you to use your abilities while you're in trance, but that's going to be pretty freaking amazing. Freaking offensive Transcendence, dude. Yay. There's the dual harmony. This is something I was curious to see if they would toy with since the Junkenstein's Revenge days. Or not Junkenstein's Revenge. Junkenstein's Lab days. Interesting. I mean, you're gonna probably have one on your tank and one on your DPS for the balance of off-angle control and just raw uptime, right? I mean, these are definitely worth experimenting with. They're way more interesting than they used to be. Doomfist. Oh, Doomfist needs to get gutted, bro. Doomfist needs a complete overhaul. His Empowered Matrix will probably stay, but I think should be nerfed. But the guy needs like a total overhaul. So, hitting an enemy to a wall with Rocket Punch reloads hand cannon and overfills ammo by 2. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, cool. The best defense grants 25 overhealth from elimination, smash overfills. I think people are sleeping on 1 too. So okay. Enemies hit by Seismic Slam are slowed by 30% for 1.5 seconds. Oh boy. Doomfist mains got it. They got it back. Those frickers got their slow and slam back. I freaking love... okay, I'm going to be a little toxic here. Just a little toxic, you know? I might be ignorant of this. But I freaking love that they gave him his slow and slam back as opposed to just, you know, making it not do 50 damage. But that's just me. Post-season 9, we're going to leave it at 50 damage. I mean, come on, man. Like, come on, bro. All right. It's pretty annoying. The reason why, okay, so for those of you guys who don't play Doomfist, the reason why this is so important is it's not just the slam into punch follow-up. It's into the slam into shots follow-up. Slower targets are easy to hit your shots, and shots are your most important thing, right? I don't know. Like, it's just, yeah, like you're going to have both of these. This is going to be a real competition, I think. Real competition. I think it's going to be a very situational thing, is what we're going to deal with. If they have CC, you're going to go Power Matrix. If they don't have CC, you're going to go Aftershock. I think it's going to be simple. D.Va. Maybe the booster boot perk probably needs to be buffed a little bit. Oh, they got rid of heavy missiles. Yeah, heavy missiles is a little strong. Yeah, okay. Heavy missiles is a little strong. Yeah, it was a little overtuned, for sure. Okay, so they got rid of heavy missiles, but they press R to reduce fusion cannon spread by 75% for 3 seconds. Ooh, okay. Yeah. So this will be interesting. Will it help versus her counters? I'm not sure. We'll see. Press R to reduce fusion canyon spread. It's cool. It's interesting. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, heavy rockets was just really, really good. It was the I mean, I don't think it was a bad idea. I actually think that I'm surprised they replaced it entirely, because they could have just nerfed it, because it was very good versus her counters, which was kind of a nice contrast versus shield system, which was a much more dive focused perk. And maybe this is going to be kind of similar, where it's like you have a dive focused perk and a little bit more of a range perk. So I'm not hating, but yeah. Mauga. Probably the overhealth one. I actually think his other perks are okay. They're interesting. I think the reload perk on run is underrated. I think the 2 hearts one is fine. It's fun. It's silly. I think the run fire perk is like really freaking good. Oh, they got rid of 2 hearts. Oh, get fricked, guys. They got rid of 2 hearts. Oh no. Heart pills in shambles. Heart pilled in shambles. I mean, I don't know. It was kind of niche. Like, let's be honest. But yeah. Kinetic Bandolier is pretty good. Pyromaniac, igniting enemies with incendiary chain guns grants 50 overhealth. Sure. I mean, can you imagine Pyromaniac Firewalker combo? I mean, you're going to want to get in there, right? Like, you're going to want to get way up in there. Like, that's going to be nutso. The reload sucked. You mean the Kinetic Bandolier? You're not... Depends. Depends on how often you're using Overrun, which you probably should be using it more often to rotate around. We'll have to wait and see. Jungle Queen. We saw this one already, right? Yeah. We already saw these on. We already reacted these. Hazard has to be block, resource 1, and lifesteal maybe. Okay, so they moved Deep Leap down to the minor, and then they nerfed it really hard, and then they gave Spike Guards 25% life. So that's good. I think that's smart. They kind of nerfed them a little bit, and they moved them to minors. That's good. Jagged Wall charged Spike Guard with 25 energy. They still kept the Reconstitution, but maybe there's some competition for it. Explosive Impalements. Bone Spur hits marked targets with Spike. Wait, what's Bone Spur? Oh, so his primary fire hits marked targets with spikes. Quick melee and violent leap / detonate them for 40. What? So wait a second. They just buffed his burst damage? Am I crazy? Do you just like shoot somebody and then you slash them for 40 more damage? I mean, isn't that not just broken? Off the top or whatever was like the one that was stronger versus 275 HP targets, but they had to be above a certain HP threshold, and they're not, and that's just gone now. Like, you can just go in. Yeah, this seems broken, man. Like, no, like you're always shooting on your combo with your slash. See Gavin's chat. What did Gavin say? I'll play with this one. You have to shoot them enough. It's like, oh, okay. So you have to build up the mark. I see. Okay. Still could be really, really good though. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Gavin, for the context. So you have to build up potentially, so it's not immediately application. Orisa, I don't know. Overheat 1 probably. Regenerate 100 health per second while charging Terra Surge. Interesting. That's gonna be really, really, really freaking good for defensive capabilities. While Fortify is active, Orisa has no movement speed reduction and no heat generation. Holy crap! It's back. It's back. I will share his address 1 second. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that very much. Now, remember, this is how Orisa used to be. And they brought it back here. This feels like a must pick. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Mobile Fortification feels like a must pick. Ramattra. I mean, we already know the shield perk's gone, right? Yeah, you're going to pick the same perks. It's going to be Void Surge and Vengeful Vortex. Turn your brain off. No change. No change at all. Yeah, it's something. I think the intention was such that they want to make people go more aggressive with Nemesis form, and I feel like I know they're aware of the armor bug, so they've probably done a fix to where you're not just going to be blocking AFK. I just think that Nemesis form in its current state just isn't really worth. I just don't like it. Relentless form is insane. Maybe you're right. I think Void Surge is just too good. I think it's just too good. I think Void Surge is too good. Reinhardt. No, they got rid of the barrier sustain one. Frick, that one was so good. Distance traveled while using charge regenerates your barrier field by 150 per second. No, that's just change for the sake of change. I like the other one better. No, I don't like this. I don't like this one. This is the first time where I'm like, no. This is not fun. The health one is better. It actually lets you use your HP instead of shield botting. You get to actually like swing, you know, you pin backline and you get to actually do things. This means you just have more shield. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ignited Fury. For each enemy hit with Fire Strike, gain 2 seconds to 25% attack speed. That's pretty good. That's cool. That's fine. I'm okay with that one. But I'm so sad. The barrier, the shielding regenerates your HP was really like not flashy, but it opened. It basically it wasn't flashy, but it allowed you to do flashy things. Big bummer. Winston. I don't know. Maybe both of his minors. I don't know. Winston now throws his barrier projector forwarding. What? You just throw it? I guess it just gives you more range with how you're like staging your dives and so on. That's freaking weird. Yeah, you can like throw it at your team. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm not going to hate for the sake of hating. You color me interested. Weird. Okay, yeah, there's going to be probably some pretty interesting things you could do with that. So we'll have to wait and see. We keep going. Zarya. The cleave one for sure. I don't know, maybe the grab one? I don't know. Yeah, the grab one's gone. No, they actually kept the cleave one. Interesting. Hits with particle cannon secondary fire generates 3 energy. Ooh, that's quite good. I don't hate it. Alt fire is it rewards you for hitting your alt fire, which is like a really skillful part of Zarya. Sigma has to be the accretion stun one. I think that one sucks. Everything else should stay though. Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. 50% of Hypersphere's damage restores experimental barrier's health. Whoa, okay. That's pretty good. That's actually real competition for Kinetic Cycle, which is really strong. Kinetic Cycle is quite good. Interesting. Okay, yeah. I mean, shield slop for sure, but yeah, you know, your mileage may vary. It's at least going to compete with Kinetic Cycle. The other one was just not good. Roadhog. Probably the AoE heal and definitely the stupid trap resource one. Extend the range of scrap gun secondary fire. What? Chat, where's trap? Where's trap? It's gone. Okay. They reworked the rework. Honestly, dude. Okay. All right, guys. I'm good. Honestly, good. Now, I hope that they nerf Take a Breather as well, because you don't want a character that can off angle and pressure from range as easily as he does with as much resource. But honestly, good. Hog is still trash, garbage can, horrific, evil Satan. But it's good. It makes his experience, and let me explain why briefly, okay? It makes his pressure output more consistent, because he's not as reliant off of hitting hook to apply pressure, because, yeah, this is the old, where basically you're allowed to consistently apply pressure from medium range, which then means that they can nerf his frontline presence, because he doesn't have to be a hard bruiser only. He actually has tempo with hook, but not only hook, right? There's no extra CC with trap. In theory, that means that they can balance him to where he's not literally unkillable. It's on a cooldown now? I don't think so. How do you know that it doesn't have a resource bar? Did you guys see it? We don't know. I didn't think we knew. I don't see anything that says it's on a resource. I mean, I hope they take it away, the resource. I hope because that's the very important part of why he was a frontline brawler. And if they're going to make him better in medium range, they need to take away the resource. Gain over health based on how far you pull enemies with chain hook. Wow, okay. I still think Invigorate's probably better, but that's also assuming that Take a Breather isn't on a resource. Because if Take a Breather is not on a resource, Invigorate's going to be weaker because it's not going to be on-demand speed. Auspicious. It's still Hog. He's still Cancer. Still the worst character in the game. I mean, pre-rework Hog is more fun to play. And it's a little bit more punishable. It's a little bit less cringe to play against. It's not much better, but it is a little better. It doesn't fix the character, but it's something. Heal is bound to E, so it's probably not a resource from here. I mean, wasn't heal already bound to E? I don't know. This seems... I honestly don't know. Okay. Oh, it's on right click? Well, of course they had to move it because they have the right click back. You're right. But of course they had to move it. That doesn't have anything to do with the resource, though, right? Am I crazy? Wrecking Ball. It has to be the... Well, we already saw the Wrecking Ball ones, right? Yeah, the parry one. Yeah. Which we have to kind of wait and see how that works. Yeah, okay, we're done. Yeah, I guess final conclusions here is like overall pretty positive. Obviously, definitely some question marks, of course. That's just the nature of things. Like the nature of change is that it makes people uncomfortable, and I'm far from objective with these kind of things. So we'll have to wait and see. Definitely exciting stuff. I'm really looking forward to giving it a shot, trying it out. Yeah, nothing really else to add. Yeah, there weren't mostly positive. I think mostly positive. I would say for the most part, which is nice. Definitely power creep, but you know that's how it's gonna work. So yeah.